Hi, everybody. It's so lovely to see new faces and old faces here. Today is very special. You know how our team lunch is usually very casual, today is very formal. Let's have a little bit of fun and have it relaxed. So now today's apologies for a little bit of a change of plan. I'm so honored to have Greg Stanton here to be our guest speaker. And due to the time issue, we decided that maybe we start a little bit earlier your presentation. We are all misfits, suited to your particular situation.
Excuse me guys, lunch is ready.
It's okay. So while we're doing this presentation, we are quite happy for you to enjoy your meal, and then we can have a brief presentation as well, so that we can have a very engaging, relaxing conversation afterwards. I'll just give you a little bit of the context. Greg was in my team, but decided to honor his calling to be a speaker, and I was super excited for you. And then, you know what? He became charging on with this particular theme. I think you're going to be inspired. So I'm so excited for you. Let's go. Okay, now we'll keep our phones on silent, enjoy our meal, and the floor is yours, Greg.
Thanks, Bill. Well, today I'd like to put forward a concept that we're all a misfit. Anybody know what a misfit is?
Unique.
Anyone got any thoughts on what a misfit might be?
It doesn't fit in. Someone that doesn't fit in. Square peg in the round hole.
Yeah. Well, you've all got just to get those creative juices flowing and release all those chemicals in the brain. You've actually got pieces of paper there with a pen. You can keep those pens. What I want you to do is draw what you think a misfit is. What does a misfit look like to you in a drawing? We've all got some sort of idea in our head of what a misfit is. Well, to me, that is a misfit. Does anyone know who that is?
Yes. Yeah.
Forrest.
Forrest Gump.
So, what is a misfit? A misfit is someone who is misunderstood, inspired, spirited, free-thinking, individual, and talented. So today I'd like to share with you a story about a young boy who grew up being a misfit. And this young boy was born with a condition known as spina bifida. Has anybody heard of that?
Yes.
I know you have. Yeah, so this young boy was born with spina bifida, and then he spent probably the first 6 months of his life in Prince of Wales Children's Hospital, which is now known as Sydney Children's Hospital out of Randwick, and operation after operation after operation on his spine to fix the lesion of spina bifida, which in this case was at L4-5, which is the lower lumbar of the spinal cord. And then, so that developed a whole bunch of other issues like hydrocephalus, which is fluid on the brain, and a shunt had to be implanted to drain that fluid away. And he was always, though, encouraged to do everything that the normal kids did. Everything that kids did his own age, he was encouraged to do. And that by the age of 6, he was skiing down the slopes of Thread Bay. Unaided. That is actually my instructor. And but by the end of, I think it was like 2 days after that, I was skiing down the slopes of Thread Bay by myself, leaving my instructor behind.
Well, I'm pretty impressed by that.
And as you can see, we're all misfits. We're all misunderstood, inspired, spirited. We're all free thinking. We're all individuals who are talented in some way. At the age of 6, as I alluded to, his doctors said to him, or said to his mother, he's too intelligent to go to a handicap school. So, what do we do with him in terms of an education? Handicap system doesn't, or handicapped, as they used to call it back then. They now call it non-inclusion. So you're too right. You need to be in some sort of normal mainstream schooling. So that's when my mother actually went through quite a messy divorce. My father didn't want to know me, didn't want to know my mother. He was the breadwinner of the family, ran a pub, never had any time for his family. So my parents' marriage broke down and we moved to the Central Coast. Yeah. And so that's when I started school in a little town on the Central Coast called Berkeleyvale. And I did the whole primary school there. I was there on a government grant, because this is some 15, 20 years before the word inclusion had even been thought of. No one knew what inclusion was. So they offered to take me in on a government grant of, let's see if this thing works, which now is the result of what we call integration in New South Wales. He then went on to be very sporty, this young man. Went on to be very, very sporty and was very well known in his sports. Went to represent New South Wales in various sporting accolades, swimming, track, field, football, even to which these articles are about, represented New South Wales at the Pan Pacific School Games, which is anyone from the Pan Pac region that is of school age could compete, disability or no disability. And then one day, this guy decided he was going to run away from home. So he ran away from home, wasn't coping with his disability, wasn't coping with living in Sydney after his mother had a bad relationship. So he, just excuse me. So his mother actually sent the police out looking for him. And he was walking along, he went up to see his girlfriend. And his girlfriend answered the door, didn't seem to want to see him, so took off, walking down the street. His girlfriend was behind him. They get probably 100 metres down the road, and then suddenly one of these things appears. And we hear these woo, 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 woo. And guy, not too similar to that, got out and said, "Are you Greg Standen?" I said, "Yeah." "Your mother's very worried about you. What are you doing?" So I said, just going to head to another friend's place. And they go, "Well, where is it?" They bundled me, wheelchair and all. At that stage I was in a manual wheelchair. Bundled me, wheelchair and all, in the back of the paddy wagon. Drove me all the way to Berkeleyvale. I saw this this friend of mine who was like, no, very naughty. And he was doing shift work and got a call down in Sydney, so he bundled me in the back of his car and delivered me straight home immediately that night. So I didn't get too far. But they were the days when I ended up in a manual wheelchair. And that was probably at the age of 25. And my doctor said to me, "Greg, get used to life in a chair." My balance had become very, very unsteady. I used to walk, I used to run 10Ks 3 days a week, I used to go to the gym 3 days a week. And doctors basically just looked at me and said, "Get used to life in a chair, we've done all we can do." They did a spinal cord untethering again, the second time. It was first done when I was born. Second time, it was at the age of 25. Then they found fluid build-up again on my brain, so they did what's called a third ventriculostomy, where they drill into the ventricle of the brain to try and get the fluid flowing naturally. That didn't work. So, as I say, that's when they told me, Greg, you're stuck in the chair for life. That then threw me to pieces, but I came to realise we're all misunderstood, inspired, spirited, free-thinking individuals who are talented. I struggled to go through school, especially at high school, with my studying, and was encouraged to leave school at the end of year 10. When I reached, and that wasn't until I reached the end of year 10, I actually had all these grand plans for me when I was leaving school. I was very religious at the time. I was going to become a minister, and to do something like that back in those days, you needed your HSC, and school was adamant, no, you're not doing the HSC. And I fought the education department on that, and ended up leaving school at the end of year 10 to go on and do a Skillshare program from the old Skillshare. The college is called NADAO Training Institute, and they took people who were of disability of some description or over a certain age to retrain them to enter the workforce. And then I had going home from work one day after doing that course, I ended up with a job at Prince of Wales Children's Hospital. And going home one day, I had a bit of a mishap at work, a bit of a problem in relation to my disability. So I thought, I can't handle this. I went into shutdown mode and I just cannot handle it. I got down as far as circular key. I had a little bottle of pills that I was on at the time, which were only a new drug in Australia, and no one knew what it was. It was approved by the medical board in Canberra and came from America.
Salads, guys?
So they had to find out what this drug was that I'd taken.
Another salad.
And took the whole bottle, and the next thing that I remember was I woke up seeing the Jetsons.
One more salad. Chicken salad. Sorry, mate.
That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I woke up and all I could see was the Jetsons. And I remember my mother looking over my bed and she said, Greg, what have you done? It's okay, it's okay. And that is all I remember. But as I said, I've come to learn we're all misfits. We're misunderstood, we're inspired, we're spirited, free-thinking individuals who are talented. Then, when I left school, as I said, I went on to do this course, and then I got over my depression and anxiety and found a job with a group called FAI Home Security, who were after telemarketers. And wasn't something I was really that keen or that interested in, and thought, okay, why not? Turns out I was pretty good at it. Lasted a 20-year career in telemarketing, working for all of these companies here. And this one here, the one over far side, is actually my own business that I started because I started getting headhunted by every company in Sydney that was running a telemarketing campaign. And this was during the mid-90s where everybody got on to telemarketing. And so I started my own business doing that and built that up 4 clients all wanting 50 leads a week. And that got too much for me. And I had some other stuff going on in my life, family issues, etc. And once again, I went through a severe bout of depression and thought, I can't handle this, remembered what I'd done last time, and just thought, there is no way out of this, absolutely no way. And I, without even thinking, grabbed the bottle of the pills, down them again, and this time ended up in Sutherland Hospital, where they had no clue what to do, no clue at all. They'd never heard of anyone in my situation with a disability, with depression, with the mental health issues that I had. So they didn't know what to do with me, but got a hold of an organisation called Northcott and discovered that I was one of their clients. They then referred me on to Northcott. Northcott had their social worker come all the way out to Sunderland to see me in their hospital and talk through some issues, see where I'm at, try and get me back on my feet, try and point me in a direction that would get me interested in something and create some sort of, putting me on the right path to creating some sort of life for myself. And that's when I ended up at this place, which is called Maryland's Independent Living, which was run by Northcott. And that's a group home, when I say group home, it's a townhouse complex that's specifically built for people in wheelchairs and with disabilities. And they're individual units, but supported by a caretaker type person who's there sort of once a week just to collect rent and sort out any issues that may arise. And it was while I was living there that I met this beautiful young lady.
Whoa.
And this beautiful young lady, we're hanging out one Christmas in my backyard, and as does happen, one thing led to another, which led to another, which led to another, and a few weeks later she comes to me and goes, so what's going on here? I'm going, I don't know. So we kept hanging out, and as I say, one thing led to another, which led to another, and then she was diagnosed probably 8 years ago with a condition known as syringomyelia and also Arnold-Chiari malformation. And that is a result of her also having spina bifida. And the complications that come with that. And doctors basically looked at her and said, this is the situation, we can't do anything about it. There is nothing we can do. She was referred to Professor Brian Hour, who some of you might know is one of the top neurosurgeons in the country. And he took one look at her scans and said, I'm not touching it. Because it goes from C3 to T7, the malformation and the syrinx. And he goes, that's too large. And he said, on the scan, I can't see what it's attached to. So until I open her up, I've got no clue what I'm dealing with, so I don't want to touch it. He said, because I can't guarantee you're going to come off that table. Today, she's now in a electric wheelchair. Has deteriorated to the point where she's now been diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, and the syrinx is slowly crushing every internal organ that she has, to the point where she now uses a CPAP machine and probably is very close to needing a respirator. Doctors said that within 5 to 10 years she'd be dead. and in the very best case scenario would need a life support system within 5 to 10 years. That was 8 years ago. So again, I encourage you all. We're all misfits. We're all misunderstood. We're all inspired in some way. We're all spirited, free-thinking individuals who are talented. And I'll leave you with this thought. It was Beyonce who said, we leave our footprint in the sands of time, that we are here for a purpose. We are here for a reason. We're here for a time. So I encourage you, each and every one of you. I know a lot of you are, well, just about everybody in this room, they're either in Viola's group or looking at Viola's group and her business opportunity. And I encourage you to grab that. Take it with everything that you've got, because you never know when this is going to stop. So just encourage you. You might feel like it's tough out there at times, but I really don't want to know. I know for myself, I was involved in many different MLM companies over the years. I was involved in Amway way back in the day, when Amway had an extremely bad name and gave MLM an extremely bad name. And then I've also done Organo Gold and various other things. I've looked at Viola's concept, and just due to timing, it's not something I don't believe in. It's just a timing issue for me, that it's not for me, but that's me personally. And you're going to come up against a lot of people that are going to be like that, and you've just got to remember, we're all misfits. We're all misunderstood, inspired, spirited, free-thinking individuals who are talented.
You left one important part out, Greg. You're now married to that beautiful woman.
Thank you so much for Greg, and it's so inspirational. You can now take off that thing. And we, in honor of his work to us and to the world, I'm giving him a token of thank you. Shine like the whole universe, yours.
Thanks.
Would you like to
Yeah.
and feel it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's get him a
If I could just say one thing or have one request. I've given up my time to come here today because I know Viola and have done for a very long time. I believe in what she's doing. And Lou is up the back with a camera. If any of you are not camera shy and feel like you would like to, there's no pressure to do a video testimonial for me. That would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, you have my business cards and you can email me a written testimonial. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
My own business, started out in telemarketing, which sort of morphed into marketing consulting. So I am offering my marketing help to everybody here or any of Viola's group that may not be here. Normally put a limit on that. I'm offering that to you for life. Just ring me up anytime you want any marketing advice or want to meet with me somewhere over coffee. I'm more than welcome, more than happy to do that. I also have a list that I made out some years ago, and the computer's just frozen. But I've got a list of 80 ways that you can market your business. And I thought that would be very helpful to you all. I can email that out to anyone who sends me an email or ring me up, send me a text message, whatever, and I'll email that out to you. There's a list of 80 ways, and that doesn't even scratch the surface on ways in which you could market your particular business, whatever that be, whether it be MLM or whatever.
Hi, my name's Sandra Santoro. I just had the pleasure of listening to Greg Standard speak. It was such an inspiring story to hear how he had overcome, his diversities and triumphed to now being a public speaker and sharing his story with other people. And so the great thing and message that he wanted us to take away was that don't waste this life, use it to the best of your ability and just go for it. So thank you for sharing that, Greg.
Hi, my name is Georgette Riddell and I am the Soul Igniter. I've actually just heard Greg Standard speak this morning and I am just absolutely blown away by his story and just his resilience. Such an inspirational man, and I've never actually seen him speak before, but you can just really feel his passion and the love of what he does. And I can just, I work with people who have disabilities as well, and I work with people who have mental illness. So his story absolutely resonates with me, and I can just walk away from this now sharing his story with my clients as well. So thank you so much for sharing your message, and I look forward to hearing so much more of your story.
This is Chinder. I'm real estate agent, and today I'm here in Bella Vista for attend a meeting, and our guest speaker is Greg. Well, it's really inspiring story. He shared his life history. He shared his disturbed life. He shared how he always tried to fit in normal life, but he faced a lot of problems. He inspired us to do whatever we want. We can fit it in all situations, and I'm really saying thanks to Greg that give us an opportunity to come here, listen to him, and it's totally inspiring. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Linda Jaya, and I'm the Director of Mind Power Global. And I've just been hearing this morning Greg speak on being a misfit. I love being a misfit. The whole experience of being unique and the challenges that we go through. And I don't know about you, but he painted a really amazing picture of what life was like for him, the good, the bad and the ugly. It's all there. And how as misfits, when we recognise ourselves and feel that uniqueness, we can be, do and have anything.
Hi everybody, I'm Carter from Grace Empowerment. I've just been listening to Greg speak, and I've known Greg for quite a few years, but I didn't really know his story and really how inspiring it was. It helps to put into context how privileged we all really are in our everyday lives, that no matter how hard our lives seem to be, there's always someone to go through more, and Greg is really good at putting that into perspective. If you get a chance, go and have a great try to picture, get him to speak to you.
And Harper here. I just had the great pleasure of listening to Greg launching himself as a speaker, and the topic was fantastic. It was resonated with all of us because he was talking about how everyone's a misfit, and I just love what he says on his card. Misunderstood, inspired, spirited, free-thinking individuals, talented. And it came through very clearly that that's exactly what we all are. And it was wonderful to hear his story and how he presented himself and how he has pushed through so many things in his own life to take ownership of being the misfit, as we all are. So congratulations and also wish you all the best. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Fiona Tam. I am the business mom, and
lot of people say, what are you doing here? This is very beautiful testimonial. A very good friend of mine, Greg Stanton, who have done a wonderful presentation in my lunch. The topic is we are all misfits. I repeat, we are all misfits. How it resonated with me. I am a mom and reaching out there to impact on more moms. People say I'm crazy because I can easily retire very comfortably. Why do what I'm doing? Similar to Grace. There is a calling in there. It means a lot for us. Our stories need to be heard. So this is why I'm so happy and grateful that Greg is coming to us. And despite his challenging journey in the speaking well, I know it. He's still charging me. This is a living by example. I love it. Thank you so much, Greg. And I hope that someday you will make Greg alive in a well-way or a video like this one. Thank you.